Time Clock this was actually the second song I created for the album, and maybe it was the third. It might have been the third, and it was so we did the cost last week, and the cost came much later. Like, I finally figured out, there needs to be more of a at-home life thing here, because initially it sort of was the first three songs I made were the Uncredible, Evaluation, and then Time Clock, and there was just this like dark, gritty feel to the three songs, and I was like, there needs to be a softer side to this, and that's where some of the other songs that you'll see coming down the road came from. But when we look at Time Clock, so the idea behind this song was it's sort of a picture. The way I describe it is it's like going into the mind of a worker who has to get up, and he keeps looking at the clock, right? He keeps looking at the clock when he wakes up. Oh, it's time to get up. Oh, it's time to punch in. It's boy, this night seems like it's going really fast. But then I look at the clock, and he keeps looking at the clock, and it's sort of inside his mind. And so far, we looked at the evaluation was like a worker who's frustrated with his manager, and then the cost looked at like why he can't say anything. And then this looks at sort of the anxiety or the depression that comes from just doing the same thing over and over and over, and not always understanding why am I doing this? Why can't I quit? And you know the reasons, but it's all in the mind of the worker. But I also tried to slip in subtle parallels to running, because one of the things I've noticed as a runner is late in a race or even midway through a training, you start to wonder, like, what am I doing all this for? And some of those feelings are the same. They resonate both directions, and it's one of the things that I like about running is when you're living life and life's trials come at you, you kind of take them as they come, where when you're running and you're pushing yourself, and it's just you and yourself and the motivation to do that, or your health or whatever, I've noticed that I've gone through cycles of dealing with my own stress and my own doubt. Like as you develop pain and struggle, and do I quit? Do I not quit? There's a lot. You're sort of like emulating life's challenges and dealing with them, and it's just you and yourself. Where a lot of times when we face struggles in life, it's easy to place the blame on a circumstance or on a person. When you decide to run and you set out to, even if it's to run a mile, but in my case, we'll talk about it in the main topic, it could be a marathon, it could be an ultra marathon. When you set out to do that and you get part way through, things start going through your mind, and it's literally all just you, and it's really trippy. So that's what Time Clock does. What it is it's sort of like the worker or the runner kind of getting lost in his thoughts, forgetting why he's doing it, and then reminding himself why he's doing it. So I'll go ahead and play that. Let's see if I can do this without screwing it up, the transition here. I think I'm going to do it this way. All right, here is Time Clock, and hopefully the audio is up.
"4:15, get up. 4:16, kids need to eat. Gas isn't free, mortgage is due. Get moving. I wanna quit. I can't do this forever. My legs still hurt. 5 more minutes. I said that yesterday. I said that last week. I said that 100 miles ago. And somehow I'm still here. 6:30. Let's go. I chose this, didn't I? No one forced me. No one made me sign up. No one made me stay. So why am I still moving. I'm supposed to enjoy this, I hate this, I can stop, I should stop, then stop. No, why not? Because I won't. What the hell am I doing? I could quit, I can't quit, God knows I've thought about it. One more mile, one more shift, one more day somehow. The clock keeps ticking, even when I wish it wouldn't. I keep moving, even when I wish I couldn't. Everything hurts. It's just soreness. No, it's not something tore. No, it didn't. Walk it off. Maybe you should stop. Maybe you're finally broken. Maybe this is the one that gets you. Maybe you're done. Keep moving. Why? Because you said you would halfway. I have to do this for my family. Do you? Yes. Is that the only reason? No. Then what is it? I don't know. Not much farther. The kids need me. My wife needs me. The bills need paid. The house needs work. The car needs gas. The world keeps taking. Maybe that's part of it, but that's not all of it. I made a promise and I'm not quitting on me. Not even halfway. I wanna quit. I can't quit. I might collapse, but I don't. I keep going. It hurts. It always hurts. Maybe that's the price. Maybe that's the point. Maybe the point was never winning. Maybe the point was proving I could keep my word. I could keep my word. Almost done. Get up.
So that is Time Clock, the debut. That is going to be track number 4 on the Uncredible album. And just a point there, for those who understand and resonate with that particular song, that ending where I talk about the point was proving that I could keep my word. It's not his word to his family or to his employer. It's keeping his word to himself, and that's kind of the heart of it. I don't explicitly say that in the song, but that's because it's sort of like what's behind, for me personally, but in general, behind the why. You know, when you really dig down deep into why you do everything you do, there are the darkest moments where you're like, I don't know why I do what I do. Like, I don't know why I put up with this. I don't know why I go to this job. I could just quit. You know, and that's all that wrestling. And it's the same with running as it is with a job that's like a dead-end job that feels like it's you're underappreciated. It's at the end of it, at the very bottom, there is this conversation with yourself that you've said, I'm going to do this because this is who I promised myself I would be. This is who I want to be. And so whether it's with running or with work, careers, whatever, it sort of family, it sort of correlates, and that's the whole point of that. And again, like I mentioned, the track, so to speak, is an album for people who are just struggling day to day, uncredible people. And it's sort of like they have this frustration with their bosses and their leaders. They have these family responsibilities, which is the cost. And then in this one, you get deep into their soul and you see what they're thinking and why don't they quit and why do they put up with this and why do they choose to. And we're getting deeper and deeper in the album. And we'll see next week that we start to come back out of that towards we take this path on this album where we go deeper inside and then we work our way back out. So hopefully not ending in the same place we started. That's kind of the process there. So there is some thought to this album. It's not just a bunch of random songs, but that is Time Clock. And if you're following the Substack, I have started putting up posts with all the lyrics and links to Gumroad as well as Suno, where you can listen to these. Once I have the entire album, the album is 7 tracks long, so we got 3 more to go. Once I have the entire album out, I am planning to look at going through some type of distribution company. They're pretty cheap. There's like an app you can get to get these on Spotify. So be looking for that.
No quit, no quit, no quit. Building their wall, building their wall. While they talk about us, all they talk about us. Educated, experienced, still not credible. So we embraced it. Now we're uncredible.